Hello team, today's challenge is letters dash numbers, where we're given a string, and anytime we transition from letters to numbers or numbers to letters, we need to insert a dash. This is something that we can do with regular expressions, so right over here, we can get that started by creating our regular expression. It's going to be a couple slashes, it's going to be global, it's going to be case insensitive, and inside of here we are going to do stuff. Now what are we going to do? Well, we're going to look for A to Z, followed by 0 to 9, just like this, with a dash, okay, to make it a range. Or we're going to find 0 to 9, like this, followed by A to Z, right? Makes sense. We wrap all that into a group so that it can find it later on. And you would think that this would get it done, but it won't, okay? It absolutely won't. And the reason for that is because of something called lastIndex. This is something that a lot of people seem to miss. So I'm going to go and grab this last example here, bring it down, and we're going to do some stuff, okay? Just so that we can see the example. Here it is. We're going to loop through this manually, okay? So if we have this, A to Z, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, A to Z, our first match is A and 1. Brilliant. So we find that, and we put a dash in there. Not a problem. But not a problem with that. The problem comes with where the search starts next. And because it's found A to 1, it creates a little secret thing right here. It finds this index right before the B and says that is last index. Okay? Last index, we'll just make it a couple colons just so we can see it better. But it's basically saying start your next search from here, right? And this is where the issue happens because now we're missing that 1, okay? We don't get that 1 anymore, which means that B gets skipped. 1 to B gets skipped. We can't find it because it doesn't start there, right? It doesn't start at the 1, it starts at the B, okay? So in this case, it would say, okay, well, everything from here, and it would add a dash, and then it would go here, and it would add a dash, and it would go here and add a dash, and it would say, I'm done. But it's wrong, right? It's absolutely wrong. If we look at this, this is not what we wanted. We wanted dashes between the number and letter transitions too. So we need a little bit more. And what we need here is to figure out a way to maintain our last index on each letter. So here and here, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. We can do that with a look behind, okay? A positive look behind in this case, where we take all of this, we cut it away because we're going to use it again, and we create this group. It looks like this, okay? Question mark, left angle bracket equals, and then we paste that in there. And what this says now is I want a letter, but that letter should, or I want a number, but that number should have a letter in front of it. We don't care what that letter is. We don't care about any of that. It's only going to match on the number. But we definitely want to check to see if there's a letter in front of it. And of course we do the same. So we go and grab this right here, cut it up away, add in these just like this, question, angle bracket equals, paste it back in. And now this should get the job done because now it's only matching on a single number or a single letter. It is checking for this other stuff, but is not including that in the match, which means that that last index is right where we need it to be, okay? That brings us to the string. The string is actually the easy part where we just replace, just like this, based on that regular expression. We're gonna do it on the match right here, and we are going to return a dash followed by our match, M-A-T-C-H, just like this, and we're done. So bring it home. We needed a little bit of a special syntax. I'm curious. I'm going to knock these away. Does this still work? It absolutely does. Didn't really need the capture group, but for today, this is where we needed it. We needed a positive look behind. Okay, the look behinds, the look aheads, they do not get included in the final match. Okay, they're just there to test a theory, right? Testing to see if there's a letter in front of this number, testing to see if there's a number in front of this letter, right? If this is positive, then it just returns the number or the letter, which is what we matched on, and it's done. Okay. A little bit of complicated, a little bit of a complicated regular expression, but hopefully it's making sense. If it isn't, hit me up in those comments. If you found a completely different solution, hit me up in the comments. I love seeing that. Otherwise, for today, this is it. We've learned a little bit of lastIndex. Very interesting principle there. And I will see you tomorrow.